This is James Elder for IFL TV in association with McKENZIE Gym Marbella. I'm at East Dulwich Football Ground today in the boxing gym. With me, I've got former professional Premier League player and now rising boxer, Leon McKenzie. What's happening, Leon?
What's good, mate?
All right, you?
Yeah, everything's good, man. Just had a hard session. Just done 8 round sparring with Kevin Greenwood. Really, really good.
Yeah, it looked a bit intense. Kind of like a phone box in this little ring as well.
Yeah, it's such a tight ring. You have to kind of fight in there. But, you know, from round 1, it was quite hectic.
It's been a little while since we've had you on the channel. I know you've been training hard now, 6-0 in the paid ranks. How are you finding things so far?
I think I'm developing really well. Timing-wise is good. Again, just improving every fight. Now we've got the title fight. You know, for my first belt, it's a big deal for me. You know, it really is. Considering where we first started, and Coogan was interviewing me, probably with a little smile in his face, thinking, is he gonna really do all right? Like, and yeah, I think it was at the book launch. And I remember, like, we had that interview, and I hadn't turned pro then, but I was thinking about it. So we're 7 fights coming up, and I'd like to say I've given a good impression of myself. I think I've proved that I can fight. I've proved that I'm here to sort of stay for a while, and with this belt coming, again, it's a big deal from where I've come from.
I mean, do you feel under pressure sometimes with coming from such a well-known fighting family? Obviously, your uncle had great success. Your dad as well had great success. He was an English champion. Do you think that adds a bit more pressure on your shoulders? Not really, no. I had 18 years of professional football. That was my first career. I'm 36, 37 this year. Into my second career. If you would go back and say to my dad and Duke whether they could have had 18 years in boxing and then gone into football, maybe not. But I concentrate on my journey. I'll never achieve what they achieved in regards with, you know, boxing terms, but I can only achieve what is realistic in my journey. And I feel that there's a couple of belts potentially for me. One is 14th of March, and that puts me mandatory for a Southern Area title, and then who knows from there, you know. Obviously, your brother Oval McKenzie's doing great things as well, cruiserweight.
It's not my brother.
Is he one of yours?
No, he's not one of us. No, he's not McKenzie.
You can definitely confirm.
I think he's spelled MA. We're at MC.
No, he's MC actually.
Yeah, is it MC?
Yeah.
Okay, we have to check our roots. We have to check our roots then, make sure.
Definitely not in our genes. I mean,
no.
Because he can whack. We're all boxers. Well, I can whack a little bit, but I ain't proven that just yet.
Well, it's good to rule that out. So we just thought we'd get confirmation while your dad was here.
Yeah.
Big title shot for you. First chance to win a belt in National Masters, as you said. Yeah. How up for this are you, mate?
I know. This is what we've been training for from the beginning, to achieve something. To achieve something in a professional career, being that it's my second career. And I keep stating that because, again, you know, not many can do what I'm doing, and that's the true reality of it. So I think I'm giving a good indication of you know, the limits.
I mean, you're not the only ex-footballer trying their hand and trying at boxing. Obviously, we've seen Curtis Woodhouse winning the British title as a boxer. Did you find that kind of story you could relate to it, and you kind of helped you a little
Curtis
bit?
Woodhouse is an inspiration in regards of what his journey was and his story. At the end of the day, the relativeness there is because he was a footballer and I'm a footballer. He finished at 26, I believe. It was about 26 years old. And I remember we were both at Peterborough at the time. And I remember him saying to, you know, he was coming in with black eyes and that. And I remember him, and I was looking at him thinking, what's going on? What are you doing? And he's going, like, you know, I'm gonna turn over. And I sort of like, really? And it's just like, you know, to go on 9 years later, you won the British title, and that is, you know, that's an inspiration in itself. But I can only concentrate on my journey. That's been done, if that makes sense. Yeah. He's done that. The football thing's been done. My life is a little bit more complicated in regards with everything that's happened in my life. So I can only do the best that Leon McKenzie can do and achieve what I can achieve.
You wouldn't want to mess about with that Peterborough squad, would you, to be fair?
No, we was naughty, yeah, definitely. And Jason Lee at the top as well.
Indeed. I mean,
I've had the pleasure of reading your book. I felt like I got to know you a lot more as a person, as a man, both through your successes and your failures.
Yeah.
That has been well documented in your book. How helpful was it for you to exercise some demons in writing that book?
Well, the time I wrote that book was in prison, so I had a lot of time on my hands, and things just come together, and done a lot of soul searching, and a lot of things come. You do a lot of thinking when you're in four walls. So that's when I was blessed enough to manage to write that, and it all came together, and I can't complain with the outcome of it, but more importantly with the visualization of the wording, how things are helping people as well, just from the form of speaking.
Having spoken to some other people that have read your book, I know it was very helpful to a lot of people, suffering from depression or whatever life's throwing at them. Yeah. So I think you should be commended for that, Dennis, being so honest.
Well, like I say, it's overwhelming to the point of, to write your life in a book and put some things in there that do touch home. I'm just glad that it's being more of a positive, doing a more positive thing than negative. Again, depression is a big part of my life. I'm not afraid to hide that. Big part of my life. Good days, bad days. I cope with it when it's bad, and I'm trying to embrace when it's good. Again, that's why my story is just a little bit different to everyone else's, because with me to get my first title shot, 7 fights in, is a massive big deal to me and my family. Big deal. So it will be fireworks come 14th of March.
As I said, everything's looking forward now. It's the Fight Pass show, 14th of March. You can watch it live on Fight Pass via Matchroom. Steve Goodwin's doing a cracking job with his shows, isn't he? He's always consistently putting on good 50-50 fights. Yeah,
from my debut, from our beginning, from the journey, he's been with me, to be honest. He's been top class. And it wasn't we had a little sit down, we had a little think about me and my dad. And the way things have gone, the way he's treated me, even to get me this shot now, I really believe he's doing a good job with the small halls and really turning things around in regards with fighters that aren't getting as much recognition. And I think he's pushing that. So brilliant to be a part of that.
All right, well, listen, I can't thank you and your dad enough for having us down. We really do appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing your journey along, mate, continue.
Bless.
Oh, get this dude.
Love.
What's his name? It's like
Coogan.
if I was white, this would be me.
Yeah. He gets up.
Yeah.